Okay, we are live.
All right, I just need the YouTube link, and I have this all tweeted.
I feel like today was the day of broken skates.
Oh yeah,
I did at least like 6.
Jesus.
Man, I only had to do like
God
one full
damn it.
one full pair, but
Oh, did he did he freeze?
yeah, it's the second time already. Okay, there we go. We got Delu back.
All right, cool.
Oh.
See, the Islanders are beating the Knights right now.
Helping
2-0.
us out. Even though I
2-0.
think LA's probably what, a point under us now, or are they
Yeah.
on top?
No, the Ducks are still in first.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who would have thunk?
Oh yeah, by a point.
Would have been sick to at least get a point tonight, but
Yep.
they did not want to do that.
Oy.
All right, remember, can't dilly-dally. We got to get started.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah. I don't want to dilly tonight.
All gas. All gas.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is episode 143, the Late Arrivals podcast.
Yes, sir. 143. We had another. This week definitely wasn't as successful, but we'll get into that.
Still in first place.
yes.
Can't complain.
Can't complain too much at the moment.
Still in first place. Can't complain.
This episode, as always, brought to you by the Hockey Podcast Network. Go follow them on all of their socials, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to their YouTube, all that fun stuff. Check out their website. You can check out all their shows. They have a podcast for every single NHL team that you can think of. Then they have their own stuff that's like just hockey overall shows. It's not like team specific. You can find a lot of different shows on their website. So go check them out. It's a great network full of great people. It's been a lot of fun since we joined. But yes,
Yep.
It's hard to do this when we just came off this, because we're recording the same night. Obviously, if you're here with us live, we're recording the same night as the Ducks Red Wings game,
Which was shit ass.
Yeah, that just happened, and we got to talk about. We got to try to rewind here and go back to the last 2 wins of that win streak. Ducks at Knights. I put it in the notes. Ducks won that one 4-3 in overtime. They pushed their win streak to 6 games, which was great.
Peter Mrazek did start.
He did. We Jake pretty much called that.
I did
and
too.
We agreed with and
well,
and
I said it too.
Yeah, and it was nice.
Okay.
Mrazek got the start. Mrazek got the start, and he got his redemption. We were hoping, last week we talked about him getting that first game of the back-to-back. This was the Ducks' first back-to-backs of the season last Saturday, Sunday.
I said first at 10. That was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the broadcast said like first to 10 back-to-back games or something like that.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, Mrazek got the start, and we were hoping for his redemption game, and safe to say he got that. I thought he played really, really well. He had a lot of great like point blank saves in that game. Kept the team alive because the Knights really came at the Ducks in that one. They were flying around on
In the
us.
third period.
Yeah, especially the third period. It got a little sketchy.
A little dicey.
Yeah, because the Ducks went up 2-0, didn't they? Was that the one that they went up 2-0?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was looking good, and then the Knights decided that they wanted to be the Knights, and they got a little comeback going. This game was probably on their winning streak, was probably their worst loss of the winning streak, in my opinion. They didn't play great. They had good goaltending, and they got timely scoring. I thought they took advantage of a lot of
Which game are
opportunities.
we talking about?
The Knights.
Vegas.
Okay.
I felt that they were very opportunistic in that one. But you still got to win them. They won it. Carlson had 3 points. He had 2 goals and an assist. And
Leo
in that
Carlson
game,
is pretty good at hockey.
just a little, right? Just a little. He's okay. That game against the Knights, he extended his point streak to 9 games.
I thought overall they looked pretty good. Especially, I think it was in the second period. They had just like a 10-minute stretch where they just looked really, really good.
Yeah,
I think it was the second period.
I think
Yep.
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, they just looked like the better team, and then just in the third period, they just like they were okay for the first 10 minutes, but then the second 10 minutes,
The ice tilted.
yeah, they just sat back and received the game from Vegas pretty much.
Yeah, which you can't do against a team.
But
Like the
give
Golden Knights.
credit to Peter Mrazek. He made crucial saves.
He did.
This was by far his best game as a Duck.
Yeah.
They were trailing. Vegas scored first. We tied it, and then they had the 2-goal lead in the second, and then Vegas tied it.
Okay. God, for some reason I thought they were up 2-0 in that one.
I kind of thought so too. I was like, that sounds right, but I remember that first goal. I was kind of just like, ooh, okay, it's gonna be like that, and
Yeah.
but that was I feel like that was a Mrazek redemption game, and that was a Leo Carlson legacy game. That was, I would say, probably his best game as a Duck.
Yeah.
He's looked good all season, but that was one of those ones where it was just like, holy shit.
Right. Trouba Vetrano had the 2 other goals, as Leo had the only other 2. The OT winner by Trouba was very, very nice.
Jacob Tuba. I think Brian Hayward called him Jacob Tuba.
Did he call him that?
I believe so, yeah.
In
Jacob
OT,
Tuba.
which is always scary against the Knights when they're dishing out Eichel and Marner over the boards, Leo Carlson had a great play in overtime, just hounding the puck. The dude was just, it didn't look like he was going to get tired. Like, he just kept going for it. Great forecheck. Led to a turnover, which he then got the puck, was able to feed Trouba, who went right to the net and went fly pole. That seems to be Trouba's thing lately, is getting to the net, which is not something that you see defensemen do a lot, especially defensemen like Jacob Trouba. So that was really cool. I did enjoy that very much. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about with that game specifically?
I feel like they stole that second point, but
they sure did.
That's one of those wins that they had to win. I feel that was like one of those ones of like, if things were gonna continue going good, they needed that one.
I thought it was gonna be an auto L, like it's been in Vegas, but no, they proved us wrong.
Going into it, I was just like, please, just get a point. Just find a way to get a point, because like you said, the way games go against the Knights, especially in Vegas, not very good. Weird that we only have like one stat one stat for from NHLPR from that game, because last week I feel like we had every stat you could imagine. But against the Knights,
multiple per game.
yes. The game against the Knights, this is from Derek Lee. Per the NHLPR, Leo Carlsson is the first player in Ducks history with 40 career goals at age 20 or younger. So shout out to Leo. He is kicking so much ass right now, and I'm glad he's finally getting some recognition around the league. It's taken a little bit, and even though he's doing this, I still feel like he hasn't been talked about enough, but it's getting there. He's showing off his skill, and he's just gotten so much stronger on the puck this season compared to last, and it's showing a lot because that man is very powerful.
Part of it's confidence, but part of it I also feel is like they're not that he was shackled as bad as like Zegras coming up and some of these guys, but
right.
There was a lot of talk. I know during the Avs game, during the intermission, they were talking a lot about like how there was a lot of kind of shit thrown Verbeek's way of like, is sitting him after playing a couple games the right idea? And now that they're just like, no, run free, my child. He's taking that, and I mean, last year he was good, but like this year there's something different. And call it maturity, call it just motivation to win, but he looks incredible.
He does, yeah.
And it carried over into the Winnipeg game.
It did.
Power play goals.
The Jets started Eric Comrie, which was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Because they played the Sharks on like Friday, I think, or Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah,
it was one of those days, and then they put the Ducks Sunday.
Had like three days rest. I'm pretty sure.
But I thought this game was by far their best game of the season.
Oh my god!
It just felt like they were in control for the entire game.
Yes, domination. Like they didn't give the Jets anything in that game. It was beautiful to see.
I think the only complaint is discipline, which is the theme.
Yeah, that's
been going on all season.
Yeah,
they just continue to be in the box.
It's carried over a lot. This whole season, every game, it just kind of seems to be the same thing over and over again. But they beat up on the Jets 4-1, extended their winning streak to 7 games. Of
course, had to be a Kyle Connor goal. It wouldn't be a game against Winnipeg without Kyle Connor scoring.
That's taxes and Kyle Connor scoring against the Ducks.
It was funny. Late in the game, I think it was when they took the delay a game. Like I think it was Harkins took delay a game, like 8 to go, and all game I kept looking at Heather because we were there, and I was like, they just need to not let that guy have the puck, and they did a good job of it. The goal in the second, I wouldn't say it was a fluke or by any means, but like it's kind of one of those plays where it's like, okay, like yeah, he's gonna score that. That's what he does.
Right.
But they had that power play towards the end of the game, and I was just like, he was all alone in the circle, and I'm like, how can they not cover that guy? Like he's the easiest guy to spot on the ice outside of Logan Stanley. Like he's tall. I was like, he has just like that giraffe-like neck, and the guy sitting next to me just kind of like looked at me, and I was like, it's like what? The head to neck ratio's off, man.
It is.
Just call it like I see it.
Can I just say, the Winnipeg Jets are not a true playoff team in my eyes. Because if Jonathan Toews is your second line center in the year of our Lord 2025, you're just not a serious playoff team. I'm sorry.
I did feel really dumb seeing like all the Blackhawks jerseys, and I'm like, why are people wearing Toews jerseys here? And then it didn't hit until Sean said something, and then also like watching 15 minutes worth of warm-ups and being like, oh, that's why. It's because he plays on this team. I forgot.
I didn't know he was their second line center until the game started.
I didn't either. I thought he was like third.
I thought he was like their third or fourth.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
not great for them. They need center depth.
right. So, like I said, the Ducks' winning streak extended to 7 games after the win against the Jets. Leo Carlson had 2 goals in that one and extended his point streak to 10 games. Beckett Seneca also had 2 goals. And Cutter and Kreider with 2 assists each. Cutter went that night without a point, and his point streak ended. And now I think is he on another one? I think unless it ended against the Avs.
He wasn't on the score sheet against the Avs. I
Okay.
don't think. So I mean,
Okay.
technically tonight
Yeah.
started again, but you know.
Yeah. So yeah, he's at least it didn't like it's not like he went on a point streak and then it ended and now he's just kind of like going cold. He's still being Cutter. Like Lou said, I put in the notes, maybe their best game of the season. Full 60 minutes pretty much. They didn't give the Jets really anything, and even after the Jets got their goal from Kyle Connor, there really wasn't any momentum for them. It felt like the Ducks did a very good job kind of shutting all that down and not letting them gain anything from it.
That was one
really
of those
nice.
games too where they were breaking up a lot of plays, which
that
hasn't
nice.
been a strong suit this season.
Mm-hmm.
Seneca's 2 goals were nice.
Mm-hmm.
He also needs to just kind of get to a understanding of he just needs to shoot. Sometimes there were a lot of we're on a 2-on-1, I'm going to slide it over, and
right.
Like they caught the Jets off guard like once or twice with it, but by the 6th time that they had a break, and there was plenty of them in that game, it was just like you guys need to just shoot it.
Yeah. Way too many opportunities where he sometimes just takes too long to make a decision, which, you know, he's young. He's a rookie and it's going to happen. And
he's 19. Like
those
19, mistakes are going to happen. They're going to happen. It's not ideal, but it's better that he's doing it at 19 and not like 29.
Yeah. It just sucks because they're not just like, oh, it's a good opportunity to shoot the puck, get the puck on net. Like they are prime. They are actually like prime opportunities. Like you don't need to pass this puck into the slot. Like you could probably beat this goalie if you just take the shot.
Yeah. But, I know I've brought it up on the podcast before. There's a YouTube channel I like watching, Hockey Psychology.
Yes.
And he did a video about kind of the thought process of is, you know, like modern goaltending dead, or is it just shooters are getting too good? Mm-hmm. And a lot of the video was kind of talking about and breaking down like how players change. Like it's not so much that the goaltending is getting worse. It's just players aren't just wildly firing pucks, or like, you know, there's more thought into plays now. And watching that, like, you know, it's interesting because, you know, he breaks down different things of like, and different scenarios of like guys like Matthews and Nylander, because he's a Leafs fan, of like, you know, moves that they're doing. And like the more I watched it, I'm like, you know, the Ducks don't really do that a lot. Because he was talking a lot about how guys are purposely loading up one way, then shooting the opposite direction to kind of catch the goalie off balance. And it's like thinking about it, and granted, it's because we've been bad the last couple of years. So I think you that kind of ingrains in your mind of like, if they were to do something like that, it would be more noticeable because of how bad they've been.
Yeah.
But it was kind of eye-opening of like, yeah, you know, like really the only guy I feel like that does that consistently is Cutter. And even then, it's more so that he's coming in so fast, and it's like he's going to shoot. You're expecting him to shoot high or shoot, you know, glove side, whatever, far side, but he shoots 5-hole on you. Like Terry's deceptive like that as well, but it's like watching all these different scenarios, you're like, fuck, they should do that more and not do these passes because plenty of the opportunities in the video are guys on 2-on-1s, and it's like that guy is being used as bait to get the goalie to move so you can shoot at that weird angle or shoot at him while he's off balance. And it was just like, it's weird how little things like that are noticeable with this team.
Yeah.
Like they are trying to force a lot, and thankfully a lot's gone in this year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you guys gotta start doing stuff like that.
Right.
Not everything's gonna be a 2-on-1 tap in or a one timer on a 2-on-1.
Yeah. I wonder how many shots on goal Cutter is averaging per game, because he had 3 tonight, and I feel like every time I go check after a game, he's got anywhere between 4 and like 6.
That's low for him. 3?
3, yeah, 3 is actually low.
He's never met a shot he didn't like.
So I'm on the Real app, and if you click on their on the player, you can get their like profile and stuff, and his points and all that stuff, all of his stats. He's got 77 shots on goal, which is first in the league.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
I had a fun thing I was telling Heather all night. The last time I remember Jonathan Toews being at Honda Center for a game, the Blackhawk, it was the one season I was a season ticket holder. And that was the game that Daniel Sprong almost hit Corey Crawford in the head. And I remember that game because he was the only one that was celebrating when the goal went in.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to find what game it was. I found what game it was, and I watched the highlight package of it. And we've come a long way from 2019 when it comes to like the video packages at the end. Because man, that was a rough watch. There was like a narration over like the first half of it, and I mean it kind of sets the stage of it, of like where both teams were at that game. But it just was so like disjointed and weird. But it was funny, like that Sprong goal. He's like the only one standing in the corner, just with his arms up, and Allers is just like, I think he thinks he scored. But it was crazy to think, because of course, as I've been doing a lot this season, I'm like, oh, let's go look at the roster from that, from that time. And the Blackhawks still had all of Kane, Toews, and Duncan Keith still on the roster.
Yeah.
And Alex DeBrincat was still a Blackhawk.
I will say Cutter is still second in the league in goals. With 12. He's behind Nathan McKinnon, who has 14 currently. Avalanche are still playing at the moment.
Talk about dominant teams. I mean, that's a good transition there. Holy shit, that game game was frustrating, but at the same time, it's just a testament to how good Colorado is.
Yeah, I didn't realize how just elite they are.
They made the Ducks work for so much in that game, and still, even then, like when they would get opportunities, it was just like, yeah, fuck you, we're going back to like
literal first shot of the game was a goal.
Right. Yeah, 28 seconds. Crazy. Sorry, hold on. Before we get too deep into the Avs game, I did miss this from Leo Carlsson back on the Knights game. He recorded his 5th game with 3 or more points, and he matched Mason McTavish for the most by a Ducks player before their 21st birthday. So that was very nice to see. And then switch to the Jets game here. Beckett Seneca is the 5th player in franchise history to reach 10 career points in 15 games or fewer. He joined Dan Sexton, who did it in 13 games, Pavel Minchkov in 14, Stanislav Chistov, 14 games played, and Leo Carlsson did it in 15.
Anyways, Colorado.
Sorry, that was the first career multi-goal game for Beckett Seneca as well. So Beckett's playing pretty well. We love it.
The bucket.
The bucket.
I call him that at work, and the guys are like, what? Yeah, his name's Beckett.
Bucket.
Kind of sounds like bucket.
Sorry, Lewis. I have 2 more things.
Oh my fucking god! Hurry up!
Jesus Christ. Okay, from Derek Lee. Ducks Jets game. This is the 6th consecutive game that Anaheim has scored 4+ goals, and the 10th time they've done it this season. That was only game 15, and they've done it 10 times already. And then Per NHL PR, Leo Carlson is now the second Ducks player aged 20 or younger to record multiple points in 4 consecutive games. The other being Paul Correa, who did it from March 9th to the 21st in 1995. 6 games played. That's good stuff. Yeah. Also, Leo Carlson's tied for fifth fastest in NHL history to reach 25 points in a season at age 20 or younger. Wayne Gretzky's on that list. Steven Stamkos, also Eric Lindros is on there. That's a fun name to have on there. And then I promise this is the last thing. Lewis, per NHL PR, Lukáš Dostal
Why couldn't you
extended.
say this 5 minutes ago?
I was. We just this was the Jets game, so we just stopped talking about it. I like to keep it for the end of the game so we can get all the stuff that we want to talk about the game out.
You
Wrapped in a
mentioned the
nice
Vegas
little bow.
factoid.
Per NHL PR, Lukáš Dostal extended his win streak to a career best 6 games and became the third Ducks goaltender with a run of that length over the past 10 years. The others were John Gibson, who did it twice in 7 games played in 2021-2022, and Freddie Anderson, who did it in 7 games played in 2015-2016.
So, anyways, the Abs are a good hockey team.
Very.
Ducks aren't there yet, but I mean that was I would say it was entertaining from the sense of like you get to see what trusting the process does for a team.
Mhm. Yes.
And I really hope that they Verbeek takes a lot of notes of
I hope so.
what makes them successful, because
Yeah.
that was a good game despite the score. Like
Mhm.
I enjoyed watching that.
Me too, yeah.
Shout out to Wedgwood. He just has our number. He's one of those goalies that just randomly loves playing the Ducks and being good. Which means in like 4 years he'll randomly be a Duck like Mrazek, and then we're gonna be sitting back going, "Oh wow, do we trust him?"
Right.
But I mean, he was good. I do credit the guys for trying to stir it up and get in his face and fall on top of him, but I mean they were pretty locked in. That was one of those ones where it's like when they took the lead again.
Oh yeah,
I was
Landeskog
just
got his
like,
first. Yeah,
this could be bad, and
Yeah.
I mean 4-1.
it was really 3-1 because of the empty netter. So Dostal gave up 3. But yeah,
I think Jake and Felix said on Crash the Pond the other day that for the fantasy stats, this was the least amount of expected goal for percentage that the Avalanche have gave up against a team so far this year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I have that right. I don't know.
I really enjoyed it for a loss like that. I enjoyed it. I felt really good about it overall. I feel like the Ducks did a good job of holding their own against a team like the Avalanche. I was a little worried to start the game. Like I was excited earlier in the day. Like that's the first time I've been like that excited for like a Ducks game. And like there was so much hype around it. Like a lot of people were talking about it. And then it was on TNT, so it was a national broadcast and everything. So it was just getting a lot of hype. And I was really excited.
The Avs dropped 9 on the Oilers the game before.
Yeah. Avalanche beat the Oilers the night before 9-1. So it was like, okay.
I think it was last Saturday they played.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a couple of days off.
Yeah. It was a good game, but I did get nervous before the game started. I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. And then it didn't help that the Avalanche, like you said, scored 28 seconds in. But I'm glad the Ducks were able to kind of settle things down a little bit after that.
Their lone goal was nice. It was a nice little feed to Leo in front.
True.
They just that conversation we just had of like they need to get in these they need to put themselves in these situations a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Because the finishing's there.
Right.
Outside of a game or two this year, I feel like when they connect on plays like that, it's pretty much 50-50 if it's going in or not.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been goalied maybe once or twice this year, which is promising. But like they just need, not everything needs to be a 2-on-1 or, a wrist shot from wherever, or cutter throwing the puck, 1,000 miles an hour at the goalie.
I would say a little annoying that they didn't call the 4-minute penalty. on your
That
third
that
period
was
Killorn.
that
when-
was a pretty rough call. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
glad Killorn's okay, but that was kind of a weird. That was a whole.
Did you see this
debacle.
morning? Apparently, in morning skate, he got hit with a puck in the
Yeah,
face.
he got. Yeah, I think Alexis Downey said that I think it was Alexis Downey that said that he's like Troy Terry now, where he's just
being abused.
yeah, the puck is finding his face. I was worried that the stick. I forgot who it was on the Avs, but I was afraid that he got Killorn's eye because it was close.
Yeah.
And seeing him laying on the ice like that, and he was like kicking his legs a little bit. I'm like, oh my god! Like I honestly thought it got his eye.
Yeah,
But saw a picture of him walking into the arena. He's got a nice shiner, but the eye seems okay.
I
Yep.
mean, I think it was Natchez that got the penalty. I mean,
I think it
NHL
was.
NHL says he got 2 for roughing Paling.
Okay. Oh yeah, they called like a face mask. What the hell was that?
Yeah, that was weird.
I've never heard that called in a game.
I've
I
heard it
still
in
don't.
football.
I still don't really know what happened there, but very
mean,
weird.
It's kind of in the name, but
I just didn't see
Got
it.
it,
Like I didn't see
Yeah.
anything happen.
I know I'm being a smart ass. But it's still like to your point, it's weird to call a face mask in hockey.
Yeah, very odd.
Leo scored in that game.
Yeah,
Extended his point streak.
that was a 4-on-4 goal. That was a very nice play by Trouba. How he kind of banked the puck off the boards to himself and then just threw it to the front, and Leo was there to tap it. It was beautiful. But yeah, point streak for Leo Carlsson. Reached 11 games against the Avalanche. The game against the Avalanche. So that was cool.
And unfortunately, that was the last game he scored in.
I mean, it's not like it's been long,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Leo Carlsson was named one of the 3 stars of the week in the NHL, along with Nathan McKinnon and Connor Bedard. So that's cool.
That's a good company.
Yeah. That was his 100th. That was his 100th career point as well.
With like 155 days to spare.
Yeah. This is from Alexis Downey per NHL Stats. Leo Carlsson, the youngest player in Ducks franchise history at the time of his 100th point. The previous mark was set by Paul Kariya at 21 years, 109 days on February 2nd, 1996. Also from NHL PR, Leo Carlsson became, let's see. So Leo Carlsson, longest point streaks. He got to 11. The longest was Patrick Laine back in 2018, February 16th to March 18th, 15 games for Laine.
That was like the last year he was good.
Yep. The Jets Laine. Connor McDavid's had a 14-point streak, McKinnon 13, Nylander 12, and Carlsson was tied with Svechnikov, Marner, Pasternak, and Eichel at 11.
So that was one of those wins you kind of swallow, or one of those losses you kind of swallow, and you're like, the
Just
better
chalk
team
it up
won.
like you just chalk it up to it is what it is.
Yeah.
Tonight was a
Just
different
the better
story.
team
That
in the Avs. Yeah.
tonight's game sucked ass. I'm glad I only got to see 2 periods of it, but holy shit, I was annoyed that it was like, oh, they tied. Oh, nope, they're down again. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
Discipline was a big problem tonight.
Oh my
They
god.
just
Someone needs to put McTavish on one of those baby leashes and just pull his ass off the ice. I mean,
He got-
he needs to be on a
it looks like
leash.
he got benched tonight because I think he only had like 10 total minutes.
that was sent to us
But,
as
like-
one of our thoughts for tonight.
Yep.
Which I mean, good. I think that's worthy of taking a seat when you take 3 penalties
Yeah,
And just
and 3 stupid penalties. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is with the Ducks and taking hooking or holding calls. Like we've played games where they've taken these penalties and it's like you guys are just shooting yourself in the foot.
right.
Like you have your foot on the gas and here you are behind the play holding this guy. Like
Right.
yeah.
no, he was not a threat to anybody. And it's frustrating. This is one of those ones where I've kind of been like, okay, they've been shooting their way out of a lot of these like really bad penalty games. This was one of those ones where it's just like you guys just need to stop being fucking stupid.
Yeah, the
should be
Kreider
noted-
penalty. The Kreider penalty was really bad too.
Yeah, it should be noted that Mikael Granlund returned to the lineup and Ryan Strome made
did.
his season debut.
And yes,
Sam
you could.
Sam Colangelo got sent back down to San Diego
Yeah,
for a
Colangelo.
corresponding move.
Sent
Mikael
down.
Granlund scored.
Yeah, Granlund, his first game back from injury, and he's back.
I thought-
and he scores, and
I thought Beckett, Seneca, and Cutter Gauthier didn't have their best games defensively. I think they gave up 2 or 3 goals against.
I think 2. At least Cutter. I think Cutter was on the ice for 2.
I think it's time that they flip flop Mikael Granlund and Beckett Seneca on the second and third line. So
Okay.
have a line with Cutter, Mason McTavish, and Mikael Granlund.
That could be
I
interesting.
think long term, I think that's the second line you want to go with.
Wouldn't hate to see it.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna see some changes for their game on Saturday.
One
Just the
could
way
hope.
with things, yeah. Just the way things went tonight, you could definitely tell this was Strome's first game of the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Ducks, they lost 6-3. 6 goal was an empty netter. I understand pulling the goalie. Get your 6th man out there to try to do something out there, but I wish that you could kind of go game by game with how your team possesses the puck and zone time, because when they pulled Dostal, I'm like, you know what? This is a waste of everyone's time. Like they don't have it tonight. I hate those games when they pull the goalie. I know it's part of the game. You're going to do it no matter what when you're down by a goal or 2, but tonight I would have been fine if they didn't pull a goalie and they just tried their best 5-on-5, but I'm not a coach, man. I'm just some dude. But Cutter's 100th NHL game, he got a goal, so that was cool. It's his 12th of the season. Like I said a little bit earlier, he is second in the league behind Nathan McKinnon. Kreider had a nice goal. That was a nice little snipe.
I mean, an even better pass from Lacombe. I'm glad he's
Yes.
finally getting on the score sheet.
Yeah.
It definitely feel like it was a good observation of it feels like he's trying to do a lot.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's just the pressure of signing a big extension like that, just
Could
kind
be.
of setting in.
Mhm.
I don't hate that he's been doing that, but it's nice to see that he's finally getting rewarded. It feels
Mhm.
like it's not all in vain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate if they shook up him and Hellison. I feel like they're good world beaters one game, and then they don't look like they know what they're doing the next.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. Wouldn't
Yeah,
hate us.
once Radko comes back, I think I would sit Drew Hellison because Ian Moore deserves. He's an NHLer. I mean, he's their second
Ian
best.
Moore has been
defenseman.
good. Yeah. Ian Moore has been.
He's their second best
Very good.
defenseman in my estimation.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say Chris Kreider looks like Surge from System of a Down? That's
I can
just
see
all I
that.
see.
I can see that.
So I just keep calling him Surge Kreider.
That's
Or is
that's
it
a good one.
Surge? Is it Surge or Surge?
No, Surge.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we talked about, defense was bad, unbelievably bad tonight. A lot of lack of communication. I felt like there was zero talking out there. I felt like no one knew what they were doing when they were in the defensive zone. No one knew who their man was. Like, it was a very weird.
I mean, they
Very
were there.
weird
They
game.
just weren't playing defense. They were just all standing in front of Dostal.
Yeah, it was weird. Like we talked about, bad penalties all game. I put this in the notes that I felt like the Avs game was maybe too much of a high for the team, and it reminds me. My first thought was back when the Ducks and Kings were both good at the same time, like 2014, 2015. The really good years of the freeway face-off. The Ducks, no matter how they were playing the games before that, they always showed up for the Kings game. Like, it was always just, there was so much energy. There was a lot of hype into it. And I just felt like everything was put into that game. And I felt like every time they played the Kings, the very next game was a stinker.
Yeah.
And that's what this reminded me of, where there was all this hype going into the Avalanche game because the Ducks are the surprise team in the league. They're going up against the best team in the league, and national broadcast. You know,
Yep.
you're in Denver, and it's a big game. It's a big game for them to a measuring stick type game for both teams. For the Avalanche to be like, okay, we're not going to be pushed around by a team that just came out of nowhere this year. We're still going to show you that we're the best. And the Ducks, they wanted to see where they were at up against a true contender. And I feel like all of their energy was put into that game, to where this Red Wings game was a complete stinker. They looked tired. There was like no energy, and it sucked to see. But I mean, it makes a little sense if you think about it that way.
They got their pound of flesh and hit Gibson in the head like 4 times and made him leave the game. Dickheads.
Yeah. So glad that one's over. Hopefully they, finish up this road trip on a high note.
Hopefully while they're still in Michigan, they could go visit the SS Edmund Fitzgerald Memorial. Get a respect.
And they have a good chance playing Minnesota, who's struggled. You'd hope that they bounce back a little bit.
Yeah.
I did find it funny. Right before Seider scored his first goal, on that power play, Allers accidentally said Mason Raymond instead of Lucas Raymond.
Oh, did he?
And then the screen went black, and then it came back, and the goal had been scored.
Can we talk about Victory Plus for a moment and how fucking bad that fucking stream has been the last few games?
I was waiting for this.
It's like every 2 minutes it would just go black for a few seconds.
And I thought it was raining. I was like, okay, maybe it's just the weather outside. And then we walked outside.
I mean, it's going to be raining for like the next few days, but
yeah, it's
good weather right now. It's just frustrating.
Guys can spend millions of dollars on lights at the arena, but can't get the stream to work. What the fuck?
Hey, but it's free. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah, we're really seeing the bare bones effect of what free television is.
Yeah. Really quick, I will say Cutter, like I said, he scored tonight, which was his 100th career game. His 12 goals are tied for second in the league. This is a name that he joined. Cutter Gauthier scored his 32nd career goal, and he matched Dustin Penner for the third most by a Ducks player through the 100th game of their NHL career, behind only Paul Kariya, who had 47, and Bobby Ryan at 40.
By the way,
I always forget how really good Bobby Ryan was, like, right out of the gate.
By the way, burn those fucking white buckets. Just fucking take them to the fucking incinerator and just burn them.
I don't hate them, but I don't know. I like the
off.
Yeah,
we're so used to.
I mean, I see why they wore them. Like, okay, when they play a red team, that's fine. Wear the white one, so the color clash
Yeah.
doesn't happen. But ugh.
One last thing about the game tonight, which was kind of cool in a loss. This is per Ducks PR. The Anaheim Ducks are the first team with 3 players to have double-digit goals. Cutter Gauthier with 12, Leo Carlson with 11, and Chris Kreider with 10.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
By the way, good on Detroit for having the Hockey Town logo on their center ice.
Looks good.
They
Yep.
brought it back for this year.
Keep it forever, please.
Yeah, they went a long time without it, huh?
Yeah.
It's just a really good logo.
Yeah, it's nice.
I was told while the broadcast is, recounting a Ducks legend in Mason Raymond. Apparently, the radio broadcast tonight was on one. My coworker was listening to the game in the back while he was working, and he said at one point Steve and Emerson were talking about how bad Little Caesars is.
Really?
Like the pizza.
Oh,
Like, not the arena. They were talking about the pizza.
I mean, they're
Okay.
not wrong.
And he said that it devolved into a whole conversation about how Pizza Hut used to be good. Like while the game was going on.
Man, I wish
Like
I would
they
have
weren't
that.
commentating, they were talking about pizza. He was like,
Oh,
I didn't
man.
know what was going on.
taking a
That's-
page out of TNT's book with Eddie Olczyk.
That's a conversation right up my alley. I could get down with that.
Yeah, but
Pizza Hut used to be so good.
10
back in
minutes into the game and
Yeah.
there's
Right.
play, it's while the play's going on, but
Yeah. I mean, honestly, tonight's game wasn't worth watching. To be quite honest.
they just knew.
I will say here in the YouTube chat, this guy, I mean, I guess I'll say his name. Dick the birthday boy in the YouTube chat said, I bet my dog on the Knights. My bookie won't give him back. So that's sad. Sorry about that. Just
Maybe-
want-
Ask him nicely to give him back.
yeah, I mean, maybe say please. I don't know if you tried that yet.
Yeah.
But sorry to hear that. Dick the birthday boy, shout out to you. I hope you get your
Yep,
dog
shout out
back.
Dick. We love
Shout
Dick.
out.
Oh, what?
Jesus.
The Avs beat the Buffalo Sabres 6-3. So
6-3? God, it was 4-3. I felt like 5 minutes ago. Well, Sabres are not doing great.
Tage Thompson, do you like the beach?
He might.
Don't like you in Huntington Beach, I promise.
Yeah, we'll have to be specific about the beach because he'll end up a Panther or something. But so last bit of Ducks news I had in the notes here was this is from TSN. They had an insider trading discussion. They do this like once a week if you don't follow along. But Pierre LeBrun, Darren Dreger were on there. And Darren Dreger, they talked about the Ducks' hot start. And Drager said that the Ducks are looking at options to add. They're definitely looking, but there is currently no rush to do so, which I was glad to hear because I don't want them to make. I mean, obviously, this is a really good start for the team, but you don't want them to make decisions off of that this soon in the season. I'm all for always looking. I mean that's what GMs do. They should always be looking, no matter the time of year. But I'm glad that they're going to take their time, don't rush into something and just be like, you have to make a move because all of a sudden the team is better than maybe you anticipated.
Jason Robertson? J-Rob?
I mean, Dallas is doing good.
Yeah. Jason Robertson's playing a little bit better lately too. But I know Panarin's name is out there.
No.
We talked about it a little bit last week, I believe, but
Yeah.
pass on him. I'm done with Rangers, man. Like, I like Vinny Trocheck, but I don't care. Like, he can stay there. Like, we don't need that. Like, it's fine. But we'll see what happens.
They're a playoff team right now, aren't they?
The Rangers?
I
They're
think
on
they're a
the
wild card.
cusp, I think. That they've kind of
They
pulled back
won
in
their
it.
first. They won their first home game the other night.
They're the second wild card team in the East, despite winning one game at
yeah.
home.
Oh yeah, they are.
They
they're-
literally have the majority of their wins on the road.
Yeah, their away record is 8-1-1. Their home record is 1-6-1.
Not ideal.
Not great.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah. So
bad
we'll
game.
be
Flush it down
we'll
the
be in-
toilet.
yeah, flush it. Definitely flush it. Give it a swirly, then flush it. Do people still give people swirlies? Does that still happen?
I think that is a caricature from teen comedies. I don't think I ever saw anyone ever get a swirly.
Nobody did that at my school.
Is it
I think
still
people
a
just
threat?
hit each other. I think people
Yeah.
just fought.
Is that still Jesus? Is that still a threat these days? Getting a swirly?
Maybe in 1978.
Jesus. So yeah, Darren Drager. Go check out TSN Hockey. It was posted 2 days ago on TSN Hockey's Twitter account. If you want to go listen to it, it's in video form if you want to watch it. So
Well, that's the same video where they talked about how the Olympic stadiums, arenas in Italy are still aren't built yet.
yeah, I guess we'll get into it. We'll get into that in a second. Let's do our ad reads.
Yeah,
We'll circle
on
back.
with it.
So let's dive into what's on tap here. In partnership with Noble Ale Works, you mentioned the Late Arrivals podcast. When you get a beer or close your tab, and you get 10% off on game days, home or away. When the Ducks are home, Noble provides free game parking if you want to avoid any of that craziness, construction, and the new parking structure. Up to you. Ducks next game Saturday. This podcast episode will come out on Friday for you, so we're releasing it on a day that is not a game day, which will be nice. But Ducks at Wild to finish up this quick 3-game road trip on Saturday. And then after that, the Ducks are home for 6 straight games starting on Monday against the Mammoth. Next Wednesday, they take on the Bruins. And next Thursday, they take on the Senators. So we'll have a back-to-back at home, Wednesday, Thursday next week.
I wonder when the last. I tried to look that up and I just couldn't find any answers to that. But I wonder if they ever had back-to-back.
I want to say they did a couple years ago, but I could be wrong. I want to say they were like.
I know we talked about this before, but
I want to say, didn't they have back-to-back last year on like a Saturday, Sunday, and for some reason they were both like 1 p.m. starts?
oh yeah, they did. They did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was I think it was Nashville and
Edmonton, maybe?
yeah. I think you're right.
Something weird. Yeah. So,
Something fucky.
yeah. So those are the next 4 games before we record again. So hopefully they can come out with a nice record out of that. I mean, in Minnesota, could go either- that could go either way. You know, then they're home. Mammoth, Bruins, Senators. Mammoth are much better this year. They got
They're a
some.
playoff team.
They got some scary players. The Bruins.
playoff
I have
team.
no idea what the Bruins are, but they were just currently on a 7-game win streak as
They're on
well.
a- They just lost.
That just ended. And then the Senators are kind of hit or miss. You don't really know who you're
They're-
getting, but
I
they're
feel like
in the
they play
league.
Ottawa good.
Yeah.
It helps that Kachuk's out. I feel like. I mean, not that I
Why
think that's
why
going to
is
help
Brady
them
the
stay out of the
thumb out?
box, but
Why is Brady the thumb out?
he broke his hand again.
I think so. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, apparently,
He only played 3 games.
Apparently him and his brother have a podcast now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second too.
It should be called the Infirmary.
I have no desire whatsoever
Yeah.
to listen.
So this Ducks 6-game homestand, or if you're in Minnesota and you want to check out the Ducks on Saturday night in St. Paul, you can go to 714tickets.com. Check out the Ducks. It'll be the first tab when you go on the website. Right there, front and center, Anaheim Ducks tickets. Check them out. Use code LAPTIX, LAPTIX, in all caps, LAPTIX. for 10% off and 5% towards future purchases. Hey, you're gonna if you want to get to a few games on the 6-game homestand, use our code. You get 10% off, 5% towards your towards future purchases, which would then go into maybe another home game on this 6-game homestand, and you can just rack up your percentages here with your future purchases.
You go get the little pennant from the team store.
There you go.
The Hello Kitty.
Our buddy Jack did that once, where he used our code, and he used it a couple times. He ended up having I think he ended up being able to get free tickets because he had so much percentage towards his future purchases and all that stuff. So rack them up. Rack up your.
It's free games.
Seriously, LapTix, 714tickets.com. Check them out. I can check really quick and see what the prices look like for a couple of these home games.
Gonna assume that Vegas and Boston are probably gonna be the higher priced games there.
If you're in St. Paul or Minneapolis or in that area, or you're making a trip to the game, $84. Oh, that's for one ticket. That's dumb. $87 for Ducks Wild.
They play in St. Paul, don't they? They don't play in Minneapolis.
Yeah,
Okay.
St. Paul.
Yeah.
The Mammoth on Monday, you can get tickets for $20. Not too bad. Not too bad. We'll look at the Bruins. Also, we're looking up. Bruins are 45.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Bruins
Original
are 45. We'll look at Ottawa. We'll stop
That
at
one will
Ottawa.
probably be back down to 20.
Right. Yeah. 20. No, that's the Beer Garden. 38.
Random, but okay.
Yeah. That's Thursday.
I think the Ottawa game might be a giveaway. Maybe that's part of it.
I think what's the luggage tag? Is that might be the Mammoth game?
I don't know.
There is a luggage tag giveaway coming up. So if you want that, I think it's
No
for
way
the
of
first.
knowing.
It's the first 10K fans. If you are interested in that, it is. Yeah, it's Monday against Utah. The luggage tag giveaway. First 10K fans. So go to Monday's game. Get that cool look. I actually kind of want that luggage tag. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cool.
What
Yeah,
Chris is really saying is go to the game and ship them a luggage tag.
If you're feeling it, not a big deal.
I-
Yeah,
the
714
quiet part
tickets. 714tickets.com. Promo code LAPTIX, all caps LAPTIX. So I'm gonna need you to go over to Instagram. If you want to pause this really quick, as long as you're not driving, if you're listening to this when this releases, please don't use your phone while driving.
Hand on the wheel, eyes on the road.
Please.
Yeah.
But if you're not driving and if you're just chilling right here live with us, go over to Instagram and you're going to have to follow Enchanted Sugar Co. for me. And then you're going to have to follow our buddy Ducks Talk. They are so close to 10,000 followers on Instagram, which is pretty sick. That just doesn't happen too often. Not with Ducks pages, that's for sure. He's at 9,980. We need 20 people. We need 20 people to be down. Gonna need you to follow.
I understood that
follow.
reference.
Is that company still
Yeah.
a thing?
Gonna need you to go over to Instagram, like I said, Ducks Talk, ducks.talk. Give them a follow. Awesome graphics. You'll see us collaborating with them a lot on their posts and stuff. Really, really fun page. I like it. You'll see some rumors on there as well. He'll keep you updated. Where if you're not someone who likes to be on Twitter a lot and you still want to get some good Ducks news,
I don't blame you for not want to be on that Hell Staple website, which by the way, I don't know why they changed it again.
yeah, Ducks Talk is the page for you for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on over to our buddies at DraftKings, shall we?
We shall. The DraftKings.
The DraftKings.
Hockey is back, and this season, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, brings you all the speed, skill, and nonstop action you love. DraftKings Sportsbook delivers the unmatched intensity of the NHL right to your fingertips. From player props to the thrill of live in-game betting, every drop of the puck is your shot to win big. You have lines for us, Mr. Lou.
Please hold. I
Let's
was
see
not
who's-
prepared.
Let's see who's playing on Friday.
We'll do the Islanders at Mammoth. That's a 6:10 start. That's an odd start.
I kind of like on
6:10.
DraftKings they actually give you like a legitimate puck drop.
Oh, is that like puck drop?
Yeah, because
Okay.
usually if it's like a 6 o'clock start, obviously if you pay attention enough, like the puck won't drop until like 6:07.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Utah Mammoth, the elephant team, are favored 1.5 goals, and the over under is 6.5.
Okay.
Flyers
Go
at
Islanders.
Blues. Hey, we're not supposed to. Flyers at Blues. The Blues are favored by 1.5, and the over under is 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
And Canucks at Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are favored by 1.5, and the over under is 6.5.
You want to do the Penguins Predators? That's the global series that I feel like nobody knows is happening. That's tomorrow. That's Friday.
I mean, let's be real. Penguins,
Nobody-
Predators, who cares?
Right.
The Penguins are favored 1.5, and the over 6.5, and that's an overseas game.
Yeah, they're in Sweden.
That's literally the first time I heard about that.
Yep. I'll
Anyways,
about-
DraftKings.
I can talk about the global series in a second. That'll be a quick 10-second thing probably. But DraftKings. You can check out their odds right on the NHL app if you'd like. You can also turn them off if you don't want it. But DraftKings Sportsbook is built into the NHL app if
Are
that
they?
interests you. Yes. If
Yep.
you go on the app there, you'll see it.
But new
Where do you see it?
customers, this one is for you. You bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will get paid out $300 in bonus bets instantly.
That's pretty hot. Man.
Yeah. On the
There you go,
schedule.
Lou. Yeah, right there.
Look at me working technology.
light,
Thought.
light the lamp all season long with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-9777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Copyright NHL 2025. All rights reserved.
DraftKings. The crown is yours.
DraftKings. So other NHL news, not too much really going on.
God,
Like I said,
we're an hour in.
we're almost done. We're almost done, I promise. The NHL Global Series is happening, like we talked about briefly. In Sweden, it's going down in Stockholm. Penguins, Predators start Friday, and it's at, I think, 11 a.m. Pacific because it's at noon, I think, for me.
Why did they choose those teams?
Philip Forsberg is Swedish.
I guess Rickard Raquel and Eric Carlson.
Yeah,
But
Is Eric
Raquel's
Carlson
not
still on the
even
Penguins?
playing because he's hurt currently.
Raquel
I
is
mean,
hurt. Yeah,
but Carlson's probably the bigger name
Is he
there that
out?
they're trying to market.
yeah. That'll be 11 a.m. Pacific on NHL Network, and then the second game of
Of
that
course
will
it is.
be the second game of that will be on Sunday at 6 a.m. Pacific on NHL Network. So Global Series Friday and Sunday. If you're into that, Penguins Predators, I hope you enjoy. So David Kampf is apparently done playing with the Marlies. I wanted
I
to
would
bring this.
also one out of Toronto.
Yes. Wanted to bring this up because it's a little interesting because I see a lot of Leafs fans are pretty upset that he will no longer be with the organization because apparently he's pretty decent. I don't watch a lot of him.
Seems like
I
the
feel-
Leafs are having a heck of a time right now.
Yeah, the Leafs are not feeling great at the moment. They did just lose again
To the
tonight to the Kings. They gave up I think they were up 2-0. Gave that up. Went to overtime and lost. But David Kampf does not want to play in the AHL anymore. So he was put on waivers for his contract to be terminated. And I was wondering if I don't know. Like I was wondering if the Ducks would be interested. I mean, I know we have enough forwards, and we gotta clearly we had to send Colangelo down, and you're not just gonna.
Ross Johnson would have to leave the team immediately with the team.
Yeah, because I mean, Jesus, the Steve Dangle podcast is pretty upset that Kampf will no longer be a Leaf because they could really use him right now, is what the talk is. So I kind of wouldn't hate a guy like that in the bottom six, but we're pretty jammed. But it'll be interesting to see if he clears waivers and if he does, becomes a free agent. And I wonder where he goes. And I feel like he could be a really good bottom six guy for a lot of teams. I could see him probably ending up in Edmonton or something.
Yeah. Or Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. If the Sabres were cool, they would just be like, hey, why don't you just come over the bridge? You don't have to go very far.
Remember when the Sabres were like the darlings at the beginning of the season?
Kinda, yeah.
I was watching the highlights of their game against the Mammoth, and that was kind of sad to watch.
Yeah.
They got Paterka'd, which was inevitable.
How to refresh? Hold on.
That's so sad. All right, Lou.
When did Utah get rid of Tyson Nash? And two,
he is completely gone, huh?
Two, why do they use Buffalo's goal horn?
Yeah, why do they use that? Yeah, they do use the Sabres goal horn. It's very, very odd.
What are you talking about?
The Mammoth, their goal horn is the exact same as the Sabres. Like that, like a train type.
I didn't want to watch the highlights because I'm like, Tyson Nash, and then he wasn't there, and I was like, oh, okay. This is kind of nice.
Yeah, because I think they have somebody else now.
I mean, their team's pretty good. I will say that.
Yeah,
it's definitely a step up.
It is. Yeah. Tyson Nash is somewhere else now. I think he might be on like the panel for Monday Night Hockey on Prime or something.
Good for him.
Perfect. Yeah. Stay as far away, locked behind a paywall as possible.
Please.
I honestly forget that Prime has NHL games.
I wonder if they'll do that in the States next TV deal.
Just a Canadian thing?
Yeah, it's Monday Night Hockey for Canada.
And it's Prime. Just all Canadian teams playing, or what?
Usually, it's
they try to have at least one Canadian team playing.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Ducks will ever be on that.
I don't know.
Probably at some point.
You'd think they would be.
Yeah.
They usually have some
game against like Edmonton or somebody. Game that at least is like a divisional game or something.
They do have a game against the Oilers in January on a Monday in Edmonton, so it might be on.
Are all Canadian teams just like nationally broadcasted all throughout? Like all the teams, just like every province can watch every team.
I think there's some restrictions. I
yeah,
think you have to have like a regional
So
variant
it's just
of
like the
like
states
Sportsnet.
yeah, because I know Sportsnet carries the Canucks, Flames, Oilers,
And then I think
and Leafs,
TSN's
Habs,
Montreal and Ottawa.
Ottawa. Yeah,
and I think Sportsnet is Toronto too.
and
Yeah.
TSN has the Jets as
Yeah.
well. So, but yeah, Ducks have a Monday against the Oilers, January 26th, and then a Monday against the Leafs on March 30th. So they might be on Monday Night Hockey on Prime, maybe both of those, or at least one of them. But I do like their broadcasts. I like John Forsland on there.
Yeah.
Nice little broadcast they got going on over there. Last thing I had was Brad Marchand. He reached 1,000 career points tonight, so
Good for him.
good for the Rat.
Happy for him. When my friend went to the Panthers Kings game, some girl was handing out stickers to Panthers fans, and it was like a very
Fucking God.
very like centrally drawn Brad Marchand,
Oh God!
and it said Rat Daddy on it.
Oh no! I don't like
And
that.
he was like, I don't know why she gave that to me, but
Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all.
we put it up in
Kind
the
of
shop for like a
Having to
day, and
refresh my browser every 5 minutes. I'm not a fan of.
Well, we're almost done.
just gotta get through questions.
Yeah, Lou brought it up really quick. Matthew Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk do have a podcast now, and it's by the same company that started the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers. So
Also, it's just not worthwhile listening to even more.
I will say that as a podcast, I do think it's a good thing for the NHL as a league and hockey as a sport. I think that it's a good way to grow the game a bit. I don't know if I'll be tuning in just because of the type of dudes they are. I don't know if that's for me, but it'll depend on like who they get on. Since they're current players, they'll probably have a lot of good guests on there. So it'll depend on the guest.
Just a world thing. There's too many fucking podcasts in this world. I think we need to start putting requirements on who.
I mean, we're part of the problem.
Can and can't. We are. Ideally, we shouldn't.
We had to work to buy our
Ideally,
shitty
our dumbasses shouldn't be
podcast
able
equipment.
to do this right now, but I just think there's just way too many goddamn podcasts in this world, and we just need to cut back.
Yeah, so it's called Wingmen, which I actually think is a good name. Wingmen, I like it. Little play on wingman, and that they're both wingers, so it's a good name. But yeah, I think it's definitely gonna depend on the guests that they have for me to tune in. I'll probably see clips of it, and that might be enough. I might be okay with just seeing clips on social media, like I do.
Tune in. I don't care.
Like I do with New Heights, I'll see a clip or something. But
the only video clips I watch of a hockey podcast is What Chaos, and that's just very limited on how many I watch.
What Chaos is great, man, and they are all aboard the Ducks train. They've been talking about the Ducks a lot, and they love Beckett Seneca and his crazy voice, so that's fun.
Yeah, it's just So I like their 24-hour stream they do on the trade deadline.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's like fun because I have insomnia and I just can't sleep at night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun just popping it on YouTube and watching them at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Zapper brought up a good point in the chat. Perry hit a milestone of 1,400 games played too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shout out that guy.
Shout out the worm. Good on you, Corey Perry. We miss you, and I'm trying my best to ignore the fact that you're playing for the LA Kings. I'm really, really trying.
By the way, November 22nd against Golden Knights, the Ducks are shelling those clogs.
Yes, the clogs. I need to get a pair, dude. I would totally wear those around the house.
Yeah, for like
Those are
slippers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe. The clogs stay on.
The duck feet clogs stay on.
All right, we ready for questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Please.
So we had a backlog from last week because we were given a lot. So we got two from Doomsday Ducks fan. The first one we'll go with here is Ian Moore the biggest surprise this season, or would you guys say there's a nicer surprise than him so far?
I would say
and-
Ian Moore is the biggest surprise. Yeah.
Outside of maybe, at least for me, outside of maybe Leo kind of taking the reins a little bit.
Yeah.
But even then, like it was expected.
Expected.
He was
Yeah,
going to take
yeah.
a step.
I feel like he took a much bigger step than I would have thought. Like he's actually carrying games and like taking over some games, which I was not prepared for already, but it's great to see. Outside of Ian Moore, I'd probably say maybe Trouba.
Yeah, Jacob Trouba.
Trouba had surprised me a lot. Gudis has even surprised me a lot, but I think Ian Moore might be the.
Does he get in on Saturday?
I mean, I personally would rather keep Moore, but I don't think you scratch your
Yeah.
captain if he's
You don't. No.
healthy.
I mean, does he get in on Saturday? Is my question. Does he play?
Gudis?
I think he practiced today.
Oh yeah, he
All
probably.
three of them practiced. It's
Yeah.
just that I think he's the only one that didn't play tonight.
Yeah.
I think he said Drew Hellison, man.
Maybe. I feel like it's going to be more though.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be him, but
Yeah.
it should be Drew Hellison.
So his the other question from Doomsday Ducks fan was, what players should the Ducks target in a trade using a package that starts with Colangelo and Gudis? I
And
brought
who?
it up in another chat we were in because Stamkos' name is being thrown around out there as somebody that is probably not going to want to be a Predator long term, considering how bad they're doing.
Yes.
My suggestion was if they retain, you do a package with those two, and you throw in maybe a pick or two in like later rounds, not like fourth or fifths, but like maybe a second and a third,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, hey, we'll take them on for $4 million, not $8 million.
Right.
But
I don't
I
even
also
know if
don't
I'd do
think
that.
we don't need a 37-year-old or 38-year-old, however old he is. So.
Yeah.
I'm passing on him too. There's no need.
Do you have a guy that you're thinking of,
Who
Luke?
are the players?
Colangelo and Gudis.
I don't know. I'm not good at trades.
I wonder. I mean, I really want Jordan Kyrou. And the Blues are struggling.
Or Rob Thomas.
Yeah, Robert Thomas wouldn't be bad. Kyrou's 27. So not too bad.
Fits the mold.
Yeah.
That's
need-
the prime age you want.
Yeah. I think at this moment, this Thursday night, it's Jordan Kyrou for me. I've been wanting him. I mean, we've all here on the podcast have kind of wanted him. I feel like for the last like 2 or 3 years.
Or at least wanted him to stop scoring on us.
Right. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to get him before it's too late, and he's just not really Jordan Kyrou anymore. I don't want him at 33. I want him now at 27. So,
Yeah.
that's
I
what I'd
definitely
go
feel
for.
like a package there though is plus, and I don't know if you can offload Gudis's contract.
True.
I mean, unless you're involving a third team, maybe. I mean, for the
Mhm.
parameters of the question, I feel like it's a little bit harder for a team like the Blues to just take that on top of having a defense that's aging.
Right.
But I mean, a man can hope. That'd be pretty sick to have a Kyrou type.
Yeah. We do have a lot of blue liners, so it could be. It might not even be Gudis. It could be somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, Buffalo, it seems like they're going to be probably very active because they're kind of ass again.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
The team I'm interested to see if they fall out of things is Columbus.
Okay, yeah.
Because like they're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing great. But
Think they just beat Edmonton tonight.
yeah, they came back and beat Edmonton. I want to make sure I'm not just like making shit up. And
So
they're
they have
fifth.
18.
They're fifth in the division, a point out of the second wild card.
Yeah, they have 19
I know
points.
they've had some struggles of like closing games out.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it'd be interesting to see like where they wind up. I mean, the Sabres, I feel, maybe take a swing and be like, hey, does Tage Thompson want to stay around?
Yeah.
But I also kind of feel like you add
Tage
a guy
would
like
be a
that,
monster here.
and it's just like, where do you fit him in?
Exactly. Yeah. Tage would be so crazy here, though. Can you imagine like going like Leo Carlson and then Tage Thompson right after? My God.
He's a little bit older. I wouldn't hate Alex Tuck.
Tuck, yeah.
He's 29. So I mean, he's
Yeah.
not 30 yet, so he
Is
doesn't
Jordan
fit
Kyrou
the
even on the market?
I don't think he is like officially. I don't think the Blues are officially shopping anybody at the moment. But
they are staying afloat, 3 points ahead of Calgary for last.
Yeah. A lot of people are just speculating on them because they're a team that might be active because they probably don't expect to be as bad as they are right now, or they don't want to be as bad as they are. They're not actively like trying to tank, so it might get to the point where they need to shake something up. So,
I mean, maybe they trade a Braden Shen. Not saying that we need another center, but
right. Speaking of the Sabres really quick, I won't go too far into it so we don't stick on it, but apparently Brendan Shanahan approached them and wanted to work for them and help them out.
Good, let him.
Huh?
Let him.
I don't know what the title that he was looking for. I don't know if it was like president of hockey operations or whatever. Whatever he did with the Leafs, I think is what he wants to do with the Sabres and try to help them right the ship. And the Sabres owner straight up said, "Oh, we don't need that. I'm that position." And totally just denied the guy. So that's how things are going in Buffalo. Terry Pagula is literally destroying that franchise.
So get fucked, idiot.
Brendan Shanahan approaches you. He didn't approach Brendan Shanahan. Brendan Shanahan came to your door and you said, "Nah, we're good."
Sorry, did you see the no solicitation sign?
Doesn't even open the door. He's just talking through his Ring camera. Did you see the sign, sir?
All right. Our next one here comes from Matt, and he said, according to a lot of the insiders, Rubik is still looking to be aggressive. He gives us a list of 3 players: Panarin, Pastrnak, and Kyrou. Order 1 to 3. Who do you want most wanted?
I mean, obviously, Pasta number 1.
Pasta 1, Kyrou 2, Panarin 3.
Yep. That's the list.
That might be the easiest question I've ever had to answer.
It sucks saying that about Panarin because Panarin is a good player. It's just
34.
1, no more Rangers. 2, he's gonna want like 14 mil.
Yeah,
I mean,
34.
who knows? He might want the Kaprizov money now.
Mm-hmm.
And
The Ducks already have a bunch of 34-year-olds. They don't need another.
It is weird how well he plays when he goes bald, though, huh? Shaves his head, turns into Heisenberg, and he's just like he dominates.
He's just good all of a sudden again.
The Ducks either have young players or just old ass players, and nothing in between.
They got Troy Terry. He's a little in betweener.
Okay, Troy Terry. They need to focus on the Jordan Kyrous, Robert Thomas type players.
God, if we get Kyrou, I'm running down the street screaming.
Doing things.
Are you?
Doing things. I might.
Our next one here is from Envy No Wi-Fi, and they ask, "How much will the Ducks improve with Strome, Gudis, and Granlund back?" So we got 2 of 3, and wasn't a great showing tonight.
We got
so-
2 or 3 tonight against the
I
Wings,
mean, they
and it
are a
looks
better
bad.
team.
Yeah, Granlund. I'm so happy he's back. I love Granlund in the lineup, and his goal tonight against the Wings was so beautiful.
I think Ryan
Hand-eye-
Strome has
hand-eye
value.
coordination.
But
Ryan Strome, man,
you know what
like,
you're going to get out of Ryan Strome at this
yeah.
point.
He did so many stupid things with that puck tonight, man. I don't know where he was passing. I don't know what he was trying to do with it, but he was just flinging it wherever the hell he felt like.
First game of the
His,
season.
his
I mean,
fourth
it is what it
consecutive
is.
41-point season's in danger now that he's
Right.
missed all these games.
Yep.
Well, if
What's
he
he gonna
starts
do?
now,
yeah.
Radko, I don't know about Radko. That's the question mark.
I mean, he looked good before he got hurt, so hopefully
Yeah.
he just kind of picks up where he left off. Hopefully the injury didn't set him back in that way, like performance-wise, but we'll see. Well, he might play Saturday in Minnesota, so we'll see. We might have all 3 of them in the lineup again against the Wild. Hopefully, I mean, I don't think it could be much worse than tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
It can only go downhill from here. We had NHL for Life said random, but Cutter's on the point today. So said the opening of the show a moment ago.
Yeah,
That is-
the point is on ESPN 2, I think.
Yeah.
And then ESPN Plus as well. Just like it's a quick little show before like all the games start.
Good for Cutter.
I didn't know he was on there though. I'll have to see the clip. I totally missed it. That's cool though. I'm glad he's getting some recognition along with Leo this season.
We have 2 that are kind of related to the game, or I shouldn't say kind of. They are related to the game tonight. Dan asked us, did McTavish get benched or demoted? 10 minutes of ice time. I mean, it definitely seems like he got benched, and
got benched with
as we said during that section of the episode, rightfully so. Can't be running around like a ding dong the whole time, and expect to not get punished for it when the team plays as shitty as they did.
Yeah. He was taking just too many bad penalties. So it's gonna happen. I expect him to be very good on Saturday.
All right, and then our last one here is from Clark. So thoughts on the defensive lapses? What are the holes and what needs to be fixed? They need to actually like play defense. I think it is as simple as play your
Simply be
position.
better.
Yeah.
Let the forwards do their job. I mean, I'm all for the defensemen being part of the rush. Like, I think that's been one of the great things about Trouba having the resurgence he's had. Is he's doing a lot of good offense. He traded in the headhunting elbow for the goal scoring elbow.
Yeah. But pick your spots better
Yeah.
when you're gonna pinch up for offense. You know.
Yeah.
I do think part of the problem is they're so comfortable playing with each other that there's a little bit more leeway of like, oh, well, I know that guy's going to be there.
Yeah.
Or I know I know how this guy's going to do this, and then just neither guy does the thing that they're supposed to be there for.
Yeah.
Leo still has a lot of defensive lapses.
Yeah. A lot of our younger guys still,
They also need to work on just not trying to throw everything up the middle. Like they don't
yeah.
they don't really excel at doing the board, like banking passes off the boards and getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like under pressure, they're just trying to throw it to whoever's open, and it leads to a lot of turnovers and lots of chances of just like, you didn't have to throw it to that guy, but
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't in much coverage, but you also have to expect that if you're telegraphing a pass like that, someone's going to attempt to cut it off. They're not going to just be like, you know what? Hey, I'm not going to go after that. You do you, man. That was a great pass.
Yeah, he looks confident. I'll let him do it. Definitely need to get better at the zone exits for sure. that needs to be fixed. That's one thing that needs to be fixed. Everyone needs to know who their man is, and there needs to be more communication out there, because when they get in that defensive zone, I feel like we talked about earlier when we were talking about the games that just happened, I feel like there's no communication on who's got who, what's happening. At least I didn't hear it. Usually you can hear it, or you can at least see them yelling.
Yeah, someone's trying to direct
Yeah,
something.
And I didn't see that at all tonight. Not saying it didn't happen at all, but I didn't see anything. So that definitely needs to be cleaned up. There just wasn't a lot of talking out there. Just felt like no one was on the same page. There's 17 games in. You hope at some point here they start kind of rounding out their defensive game and get a little more comfortable in the system that they're playing. Like I said, I give it 20. We're almost there, almost at 20 games. So we'll see.
I think it's a matter now of realizing, hey, the offense is there. We need to be good on both sides of the puck.
Yeah,
because you can't win every game 7-5. You can't win every game 7-6.
Yeah,
like at some point you're gonna have to lock in and
help your
play a
goalie
good
out.
defensive game. To your point, talking about the Jets game, that looked like their most complete dominant performance because everybody was doing what they needed. And there's always going to be lapses. It's the NHL. It's the best, highest level. There's good reason these guys get paid millions of dollars to play this game. They're good at what they do, but it's not every game is going to be like that. And there are going to be times where you're going to have to win low scoring games and play your dick off because Dostal can't stop everything. I mean, tonight was a good indicator of that. If you put traffic in front of him and he's beatable.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't help when you're part of the traffic.
Right. Right. Clear
yes,
the
they
net,
have guys that
please.
are 7 feet on skates and it's hard to pick that up. But
it's too bad too because Dostal looked actually pretty good tonight until everything kind of fell off there a bit. Yeah,
that was
I think that was all of them, right?
Zapper did mention the Ducks have only beaten the Wild in regulation twice in the last 4 years. So
seriously?
That's cool. They don't play the Wild well. Are you guys gonna get the Steam machine?
I might, depending on how much it costs, because the Steam library is very extensive, and I've kind of wanted to go to PC anyways, or move over to Steam.
Depending how much it is, I might look into it. I've been looking at videos of it for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Not paying attention to.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Well, no other questions in the chat.
If they want to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Anyways, what'd you say?
No other questions in the chats. Nothing in Twitch.
No, I think that was it.
All right, that wraps up episode 143 of the Late Arrivals podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Wherever you are listening right now, please leave us a rating and review. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, please follow on Twitch. Maybe subscribe over there if you're feeling like it. Give us go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. We just got to 100 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. Make sure you like this video as well on YouTube. Follow us on all of our socials at Late Arrivals Pod, Twitter, Instagram. You can follow us on TikTok if you'd like. I still try to keep that a little bit lively as much as I can. So go follow us on all of that stuff and keep up to date with us. Our link tree is in all of our bios, where you can find the LAP on all platforms.
We're almost to 10 people interested in jerseys. That was kind of the baseline. So if you're interested in getting a jersey, hit us up. We've gotten some responses so far, so we're close. If you have any questions about details, just message us.
If you still haven't seen the jersey, it is pinned on our Instagram, and it's been tweeted a couple times, so you can see it on Twitter as well. But again, thank you all for listening. If you stayed this long, we appreciate you, and we will see you next week. We got 4 Ducks games again, and we'll see how this next week goes. Hopefully, we have maybe multiple wins here to talk about. But
Yep.
see you then.
Hopefully.
All right.
Boy.
Bye. Go Ducks.